Fine.
I'm sorry, I'm still not over this. This is why it's impossible to like this character. He has decided that it's in stone that he's going to die on the 24th, but it's not like he's gonna kill himself or anything. He just knows that that's his last day on Earth. Well, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but that's not how death works. I mean, what happens when you inevitably live past your appointed death day? What next? Say what you want about 7 pounds, it's garbage, but at least Will Smith puts forth a concerted effort to kill himself. Yeah, he also seduces a woman and gets involved with her despite the fact that doing so makes him an asshole, but at least he has a plan that he commits to. After finding people to help the organs in his body, he straight up kills himself, albeit in the most bizarre way possible.
Toasty!
Yeah, that was a thing. But imagine if instead of actually doing anything, Will Smithy over here just walked outside and demanded that God strike him dead. And then just stood there all day and waited for it to happen. Yeah, real solid plan that is. Then imagine being one of those people who never got their organs because Will Smith is such a dumb shit and sat around waiting in blind hope for this promised miracle. Does Will go back and apologize to these people? How did that conversation go? Oh, hey Woody, sorry but I can't give you those eyes. What? But you... Yeah, I know. Apparently God doesn't want me dead. He wouldn't hit me with a bolt of lightning or nothing. What? But it's even worse with Kuze. He has cut ties with everyone in his life. He has gone to extremely drastic lengths to make sure they'll never contact him again. He broke off his engagement because he was so committed to this plan. But he's going to do absolutely nothing to make sure it was all worth the sacrifice. It's like burning down your house because you plan on moving into an apartment,
Toasty!
only to never see any apartments and instead be homeless on the streets. Well, why did you burn down your house in the first place?
Toasty!
It's never said that any doctor or medical professional told Kuze he would die on this date, but you can't even assume that one did because no doctor would ever say that. Why? Because idiots like Kuze would sue them for being wrong. Medical professionals give rough estimates for terminal conditions, and they also give wildly conservative estimates because when people live beyond that estimate, a certain percentage of them inexplicably overcome their condition. No doctor would ever tell you the exact day you're going to die. Period. So this entire thing is just some arbitrary construct in Kuze's mind that he is using to justify the destruction of his entire life. Only to not actually put forth any effort to end his life. Why? But this isn't like cutting yourself or having suicidal thoughts or even just being depressed. This is like stripping naked before you run out into traffic, but then not actually running out into traffic. Well, congratulations, you're a naked idiot on the sidewalk. Clearly justice has been done this day. Alright, where were we? Mizuki walks down the train tracks downtrodden after Kuze's betrayal. Despite more random music imagery that doesn't improve the scene or add to it in any way, there's actually an effective mood here. I mean, who can't feel bad for Mizuki? Finally, the show actually did something ruined! Never stop disappointing, F. Never stop disappointing. Next, we cut to the master of all cunts.
You're so obnoxious. I hope you realize that.
What? No, Jesus Christ, not her. This is the last thing I need. Damn it, cut to Kyosuke already.
Terrible, rotten idiots.
Is that an insult or a compliment?
50-50.
Never stop disappointing, F. Never stop disappointing. How did he even do that from all the way over there? Whatever. The only thing this scene accomplishes is...
Is that an insult or a compliment?
Actually, I have no idea what the hell this scene is supposed to accomplish.
It's 70-30 and you're a jerk. It's finished. Are you satisfied now?
In case you forgot, I'm not in the film club anymore.
I haven't accepted your letter of resignation. And how is she?
Well,
You're so annoying.
Okay, cut. Let's take it one more time from the top.
I'm sorry, but what's my motivation in this scene again? I feel like none of this makes any sense. Why would I keep Kyosuke around if he hurts me constantly and makes me bitter all the time?
Great. And action!
This forced drama nonsense is beyond obnoxious at this point. Again, in the visual novel, these two had no problem with each other. Kyosuke didn't hate the film club, and Greenhair had no beef with him. But I guess if every single last character doesn't have some gripe or beef to translate into angst, no matter how pointless, this world just isn't real enough. Well, it's still not entertaining.
Still having trouble walking on your own?
Nah, as long as I can stand, I'm going to run as hard as I can.
And what happens if you stumble?
No problem. Even if I fall, I have someone to support me.
Sometimes you have to rest so that wounds can heal.
Some wounds never heal.
Are there no Japanese terms for on the nose or ham-fisted or, I don't know, bad writing? Oh, don't mind me. I'm not going to express emotion or communicate my happiness naturally. I'm just going to boldly state these things as though they're bullet points in a presentation. Seems legit. I mean, clearly everyone watching the show is an idiot mongoloid who can't understand natural human emotions or subtext. Keep that in mind when defending this tripe. These writers have no respect for you.
The Ottawa town in Australia is exactly like this one.
the seasons are reversed, but the climates are similar and there's no time difference.
Here's a good idea. Have a point.
No. Stop demanding the impossible. Me. For the record, this is all pointless. None of these scenes accomplish anything. Apparently, we really need to spend an inordinate amount of time talking about Kei going to see Chihiro. So what's the problem? You already showed her in Australia at the beginning of the episode. We're not building to anything. There's no anticipation. We already know that it happens. In fact, anyone with a basic understanding of travel can assume she got on a motherfucking airplane and move on. Meanwhile, back in an actual story, we see some flashback about Yuko being sad again because Himura not letting be his pretend sister. Again, I do not feel bad for her. It makes no sense why she's so obsessed with pretending to be someone's sister. Well, not until later, so moving on.
Himura, I'm gonna need you to help me out with this.
Me?
I'd really like it if Yuko and Mamiya could come as well. It's not for me, crazy, for you.
Huh?
From what I can see, the two of you get along together pretty well.
She just hangs around me, that's all.
Is Kei-chan family? Or just a girl?
Neither. Kei is just Kei.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Nothing! It's all nothing! Anyway, Yuko gets beat up by more German text than anyone could possibly read before it leaves the screen, which somehow leads to Himura confronting Amamiya, who dances about and poses like a freak.
Who did this? Which one of you? Himura! This has gone on for too long and it's getting worse. We have to do something right now before this escalates anymore.
Or, here's another idea, you do something about it! Yeah, why can't Himura confront those bullies and give them what for? Why can't our protagonist, I don't know, be a hero? Demonstrate honorable traits? Be likable? Anything? Because he doesn't want to jeopardize his scholarship. Yup. That's it, but even that is me assuming that because We're not told that. We're not given any justification. Ostensibly, Himura sees a woman being abused and beaten on a regular basis and just doesn't care because, at most, he's too selfish to jeopardize his precious future. Okay, so... Here are all the likable characters in this show. And here are all the fucks that I give. Huh. Yes, there aren't any of either! See, Himura is the kid who walks the halls of the school and sees a kid getting shoved against a locker and just keeps walking and thinks, geez, someone should do something about that. He's the 6 or 7 assholes who drive by the scene of an accident before the one good human being pulls over to see if they need help and call 911. But the only way to get value out of a character like that is if you have him or her eventually break free of that crappy mindset and stand up for others. But, and I don't know why this would surprise you, Himura never has that moment or anything like it. He never, ever rises above this sidelining bystander attitude. He expects everybody around him to fix the world's problems and can't be bothered to actually do anything about it. Well, doesn't that just beat all? Yet another character who just sits around and hopes everything will turn out exactly the way he wants it. No wonder Kuze's his best friend. These two assholes deserve each other.
Fine.
Anyway, nude art, self-loathing, Yuko and Himura on a roof. Again. You know, if you're not going to give us characters or dialogue to care about, the least you could do is give us more than the same 3 settings over and over again. Oh, I'm sorry. 4. I wouldn't want to forget the damn beach! Man, once again, that pacing is really amazing. As if the show read my mind, this scene with Kuze and Nagi lasts less than 30 seconds and amounts to nothing. We cut to Mizuki and Kei, and you'd think that they'd talk about Mizuki's problems, but no! This scene is about Kei and Chihiro being reunited. You know, the characters from the first series? I mean, this scene's emotional and all, but it has no place here. I really wish someone would show up to explain Chihiro's memory defect for the 93 trillionth time, though. That's something that would fit.
Once Chihiro-chan's memory fades, everything is reset to 0, and it starts all over again.
Oh, thank you, F. Thank you so much.
I hurt myself so I wouldn't hurt the person that I love. But that hurt him even more. I tried to stay away from him, but that only made him suffer even more. Both of us keep getting hurt, and I don't want that. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry. Are those things you did in some other show that you're also a part of? Yeah, none of that happened at all. At least not on screen. Kuze broke up with her at the end of the last episode, and all we've seen her do since is sit at this train station. Where did several weeks pass or something? I mean, we certainly didn't need to see any of it happening. Good thing it has the same emotional impact when you just tell us about it. Yup, exactly the same.
You're the little girl hanging around Kuze. You need to stop right now. It's annoying.
What do you mean? Why are you saying that?
Well, young lady, probably because I'm dating Kuze.
No, wait. What do you mean by dating?
Well, young lady, probably because I'm dating Kuze.
What, all the way from Japan?
I'm dating Kuze.
Are you the fiancé he broke up with? Because once you're someone's fiancé, You're not dating anymore. You're engaged.
I'm dating Kuze.
That's the end of the episode, right? All right, see you guys next time? Got the credits!
Let it all